I will discuss about combustion. So, what is combustion? Combustion is a scientific term for burning, a chemical process where any fuel has reaction with oxygen or oxidant to produce heat energy. So, combustion also a chemical reaction between fuel and oxygen that release heat and light. Take notes. Fire is a rapid form of combustion, a self-sustained oxidant process that releases heat and light. Okay, what is the condition for combustion? So, we have a fire triangle. First is a fuel. What is a fuel? Fuel is something that can burn like wood, paper, gas, oil, etc. Next is our oxygen. Oxygen or air. Oxygen or air support burning usually from the air. Heat. Next is heat. Heat is the ignition temperature. Enough heat to start and keep the fire going. So we have a type of fuel. We will discuss the type of fuel. First, the type of fuel is solid fuel. The example of the solid fuel is like wood, coal, charcoal, and also some commonly used for cooking or heating, and also in the power plants. Next is our liquid fuel. The example of liquid fuel is petrol, gasoline, diesel, kerosene, ethanol, and used in vehicle, machine, and lamps. Next, we will discuss the example of gaseous fuel. The example of a gaseous fuel is like natural gas, LPG, petroleum gas, biogas, and hydrogen. But there are some example of gaseous fuel like also used in some engine. Next, we will discuss the general type of combustion. There are two general type of combustion. It is the condensed phase and gas phase. Condensed phase is when the combustion is called gluing combustion. The basic example for that is our charcoal, burning charcoal. Next is the gas phase. Combustion is called a flame, like a candle. If it happen in a closed space and build up high temperature, it become also an explosion. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Reynald Ferto from Basic Criminology 4B, and I will discuss about combustion. So, what is combustion? Combustion is a scientific term for burning, a chemical process where any fuel has reaction with oxygen or oxidant to produce heat energy. So, combustion also a chemical reaction between fuel and oxygen that release heat and light. Take notes. Fire is a rapid form of combustion, a self-sustained oxidant process that releases heat and light. Okay, what is the condition for combustion? So, we have a fire triangle. First is a fuel. What is a fuel? Fuel is something that can burn like wood, paper, gas, oil, etc. Next is our oxygen. Oxygen or air. Oxygen or air support burning usually from the air. Heat. Next is heat. Heat is the ignition temperature. Enough heat to start and keep the fire going. So we have a type of fuel. We will discuss the type of fuel. First, the type of fuel is solid fuel. The example of the solid fuel is like wood, coal, charcoal, and also some commonly used for cooking or heating, and also in the power plants. Next is our liquid fuel. The example of liquid fuel is petrol, gasoline, diesel, kerosene, ethanol, and used in vehicle, machine, and lamps. Next, we will discuss the example of gaseous fuel. The example of a gaseous fuel is like natural gas, LPG, petroleum gas, biogas, and hydrogen. But there are some example of gaseous fuel like also used in some engine. Next, we will discuss the general type of combustion. There are two general type of combustion. It is the condensed phase and gas phase. Condensed phase is when the combustion is called flowing combustion. The basic example for that is our charcoal, burning charcoal. Next is the gas phase. Combustion is called a flame, like a candle. If it happen in a closed space and build up high temperature, it become also an explosion.
So good day everyone. No? So today I am going to discuss the different types of combustions. First, we have the complete combustion. So ano bala inang ginatawag nga complete combustions? Kag paano yun siya nagkatabo? So let me discuss. So the complete combustion is occurs if there is if the fuel reacts to the oxygen. So paano no? So it requires enough amount of oxygen, of course, and also high temperature within sa palibot, kumbaga. And there should be a good mixture of the fuel and the oxygen, no? Ano ang mga sign or ang mga palatandaan para mahambal to siyang complete combustions? Of course, sa iya nga appearance, kumbaga, naga-produce sing blue nga color and ano siya, ang smoke kumbaga is hindi na siya ma-visible sa mata. And then, kumbaga do smoke lang siya ba? So the best example for this is ang aton nga LPG or ang aton nga burner, kumbaga, no? Pag in-on ta siya, naga-produce sing blue flame, no? Which is palatandaan nga there is a good mixture, no, of the oxygen and the fuel, no? And also why siya nag-produce ng smoke, di ba? So amo na siya ang mga signs. So second, we have the incomplete combustion, no, which is the opposite of the complete combustion, no? So paano naman siya nagkatabo, no? So of course there is a lack of oxygen to the sa palibot, no? That's why since nga incomplete siya or abnormal ang iya nga pagkasunog, no, naga-produce man sa sing efficient product, which is the carbon, no, or ang makita nato sa kalayo, which is ang black smoke na bala, no, ang itom. Tapos ma-observe naton sa kalayo nga gina-produce niya is kung siya nagahulag-hulag, no, kag kulay yellow. So just like for example, no, ang aton nga kandila, kumbaga, no, kulay yellow ang iyang color, tapos there are some instances nga kulay itom, no, And also sa aton man nga ang sa ano na bala sa salakyan na kulay itom ang iya nga aso. Nagapatimaan or nagapakita nga there is incomplete combustion, no. The rapid combustion, no, is just like the complete combustion man, no. Of course, no. There is enough of oxygen dapat, there is a fuel, no, nga nagreact sila nga duha or nagreact. And then but ang different lang is the rapid combustion, no, it with may interference kumbaga sing external nga ignition, no, kumbaga. And also it can burn or it burns the fuel in a short amount or short period of time, no, kumbaga mas madashig saya, no. So next we have the spontaneous combustion, no. So this one is very unique. So paano siya nahambang nga unique siya? It's because it can ignite itself, no, without the interference of external ignition, no. So like for example ang aton nga uhot kumbaga, no, it can generate a heat, no, it can trap a heat sa dalom, no. So later on pag na-reach niya na ang iyang ignition point, that's the time nga magkalayo na siya, no. So that is the best example sa spontaneous. Next we have the explosive combustion, no. So ano naman ang combustion, no. So paano tamahambang explosive combustion, no? So first, of course, complete combustion happens instantaneously or rapidly. Mas madasig siya sa compare sa rapid combustion natin ginatawag, no? And also it generates or produce a high pressure and temperature, of course, heat man, accompanied by sound or loud sound kumbaga natong mabatian, no. So the best example for this is ang aton nga mga paputok or ang aton nga mga palupok, no, naga-ignite, nagalupok in rapidly or instantly kag naga-producing sound, no. So I present sa video para mas maintindihan nyo pagid. So next we have the different products of combustion. First, we have the smoke, no, which is a product of incomplete combustion, no. So common din siya makita sa babaw sing flame, no, or sing kalayo, which is that smoke is some tiny particles, no, which is wala siya nasunog fully or wala siya nasunog completely, and then nagapababaw siya in a form of smoke, no. So of course ang components na is nagalain-lain based man sa fuel, nakadepende dira, no. So that is smoke. So next we have the heat, no. Kumbaga siya product man siya sa ang different type of combustion, no. It can mabatyagan ta siya nga mainit, no, through nagaproduce ang heat energy natin yung ginatawag, no. That is heat. And also heat is one of the requirement, no, to start a fire, no, or combustion kumbaga. We have the light, no, amo siya ang glow or ang kasanag, no, nga gina-produce ang aton nga nga flame, no, that is light, ang glow ang kasiga mo na siya. So next is flame, no, that is the visible burning gas, no, which can produce both light and heat, no, that is flame. It can be a color of blue or yellow, no, may ara kat sa sari-sari. So that is flame. So next we have the ember, no, or commonly known as ang baga, no. It can produce a fire also if not extinguished, no, and it can last for hours, no. Dugay ni siya mapatay basta may enough amount of oxygen lang sa palibot. Also wala na siya producing kalayo but baga lang gid, makita na siya nga color orange or daw pula na siya, no, that is ember. Next we have the soot, no, or ang ginatawag natin nga black carbon particles, no, which is daw pare-pareho sila sa uling, no. Kay ang uling product siya sing incomplete combustion, so the same with the soot, no. For example ginpuot ta siya, since nga wala siya sing enough oxygen, dira naga-produce ang soot or ang black carbon nga particles or ang mga uling nga nagaitom, no, that is called soot. Next we have the ashes, no. Of course understandable naman yung ashes, amo siya ang left, no, or ang nabilin after sang combustion, no, after sing combustion amo na siya ang nabilin or ang abo naton, no, amo na siyang abo. that is ashes. We have the fire gases, no? Of course, amo siya ang nagaka-produce if ano na siya during same combustion, no? Like for example, ang mga carbon dioxide, no? Mga carbon monoxide, no? Amo siyang gina-releasing burning fuel, no? That is fire gases, no? And also may ara kasi different type of fire gases, damo na siya, no? May mga toxic and non-toxic. So I hope may naintindihan, and that's all. Thank you.
Why is this Bunsen burner flame wavy and yellow? The air vents are closed. Propane is the only gas leaving the barrel, and when it combusts with oxygen gas in the surrounding air, it produces small soot particles, resulting in a diffused and cooler yellow flame. This is called incomplete combustion. If we open the vent, it lets oxygen into the barrel. The propane and oxygen gas mix before reaching the flame, producing a steady and hotter blue flame. This is called complete combustion. Now you know.
Let us now look at types of combustion. You can see a lady igniting LPG in a kitchen to make food. LPG burns quickly, producing a lot of heat. This type of combustion is called rapid combustion. When white phosphorus is left in the open for some time, it catches fire. This type of combustion is called spontaneous combustion. Other example of spontaneous combustion is the forest fire and fires in coal mines. You must have used fireworks during festival days. What happens when the cracker burns? The burning of a cracker produces a large amount of heat, light, and sound. This type of combustion is called explosion.
So, as a continuation of our topic, I will not discuss what is combustion really is, because it's already discussed in our previous discussion. So today I will only discuss why compounds or elements like carbon dioxide is a main or byproducts of combustion. First is carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is produced when carbon in the fuel burns completely. So carbon is produced when carbon in our fuel combines with the oxidant, which is the oxygen. So it produces carbon dioxide. So this process occurs when there is a sufficient supply of oxygen, allowing all carbon atoms in the fuel to react fully with oxygen. So that's it. It is not toxic in small amount but contributes to global warming. So a small amount of carbon dioxide can also contribute to global warming or climate change, or even in our health. It can cause hypernemia that can cause dizziness to a person. Also, carbon dioxide is a combination of two elements, the carbon and the oxygen. Example of carbon dioxide is burning methane gas. So this is the example of carbon dioxide process. Next is water vapor, the combination of an element, hydrogen and oxygen. Water vapor produced when hydrogen in a fuel burns. So it means when the absence of hydrogen in the fuel, a water vapor will form. So water vapor, often seen as a steam and flames, form through evaporation, sublimation, or transpiration. So in our own perception, we think that water vapor only form through evaporation, but it's wrong. But it is wrong. It can form through sublimation or transpiration. So water vapor is a gaseous phase of water formed through evaporation of liquid water. So example of this is kung magsasaing tayo ng ating kanin, is may sa takip ng ating mga rice cooker or steamer, may makita tayo dyang na tubig, which is amo na siya ang gaseous phase of water, which is amo na siya ang water vapor. Next is heat and energy. Heat and energy released during combustion. So why heat and energy is a product of combustion? It is a product of combustion because they represent the release of energy that was stored in the chemical bonds of a fuels, which is fuels combines with an oxidizer, or usually oxygen, to produce combustion, or which is the combustion is a way to create fire or heat, which is can be used for cooking, heating, or engine, and etc. Next, we will proceed to products of combustion. Byproducts. Byproducts, because it is synthetically produced by human, or it's already a product. First is carbon dioxide from a complete combustion. Why complete combustion? Because, for example is burning LPG. So in our LPG, sa loob nito is may combination na sing oxygen and also gas. That's why it's already a complete product or a complete combustion. Next is carbon monoxide, a combination of an element, carbon and oxygen, from incomplete combustion. Why incomplete combustion? Because there isn't enough oxygen present to burn the fuel completely into carbon dioxide. Example of this is our smoke on our motorcycles or cars, or even in our factories. So next is water vapor, combination of hydrogen and oxygen. So I already discussed it from my previous discussion. So let's proceed to soot or carbon particles. So soot or carbon particles is from a dirty, incomplete burning. So incomplete burning, just like what I said, because there isn't enough oxygen, or the combustion temperature is too low for the fuel to burn completely into carbon dioxide and water. Example is the black smoke from burning tires or woods. So next is other gases, which is the nitrogen oxides, or combination of nitrogen and oxygen. It is from our car engines, just like a carbon monoxide causing smog. Next is sulfur dioxide, combination of sulfur and oxygen from burning coal and oil causes acid rain. Ano siya ang kinakosang acid rain, which is through evaporation. Next is unburned hydrocarbons from old cars or factories. Ano siya ang that's why may ara kita nga smoke test nga ginapatupad ang LTO.
Good morning everyone, I'm Mabel Labor and I'm going to explain what is chemical reaction. So what is chemical reaction? Chemical reaction is when substances mix and change to form new substances. Like for example, burning woods. If di ba mag-burn ka sa woods, turn siya into ash, then there's a smoke and may kabilin nga gases. So that's an example of chemical reaction. Let's proceed to the reactants and products. Reactants are the starting substances in our reactions, while the products are the new substances formed. So, ang reactants, siya ang kung ano ang ginastartan sang fire. Siya ang mga gatong fuel, like woods, paper, charcoal, and other fuel. And there's have an oxygen or air. Then the products as the kung ano ang gina-produce sang fire. Those are the heat, diba? Heat, kung ano, heat, lights, or flame. Then there's a smoke. So amo na sa ang reactants and products. Then ang sign of chemical reaction, amo sa ang sign, 5 ka sign. Change in temperature, makabatsyag ka sang heat, ang light produced, may gaglow gadamo ang kalayo. Ang gas formation, amo sa ang smoke and other gases come out, gagawa ang smoke and other gases. Then change in color, amo na siya ang kung may sunog, diba change na isang color into black, into ash gray color. Then new substances, siya ang acids and salt are formed. So, ang salt, amo na siya ang color. Salt is a black, powdery substance made up of tiny carbon particles. Ang salt, amo na siya ang mga tiny particles, parts ng mga woods or paper nga galupad-lupad siya. Lupad-lupad. Kita yun na. Makita na siya sa air pollution, sa chimneys, sa agings, fireplace, or if nagsunog ka sa papel, then may galupad-lupad na siya nga mga tiny parts nga black. Amo siya ang salt. Let's proceed to the part of chemical reactions, part of fire reactions. So, number 1, there's reactants. Nambal ko ni kagina. Kung ang reactants, ihambal ko pagid subong. Then, number 2, products. Number 3, arrows. Then, ang reactants, amo sa gani kung ano ang na-startan sa fire. Amo sa ang fuel. Fuel, there's wood, paper, charcoal, gas, and syempre may oxygen or hangin. Then sa number 2, there's products. So ang products ang nasa ang ga-produce, kung ano ang na-producean sa fire. Ang sa ang heat, light, or kalayo, flame, smoke or gases, ashes. That's the products. Then the arrow ano siya ang shows the change from reactants and products. Ano siya ang arrows. Ang arrows ano siya ang gapakita if there is any changes nga natabo from reactants to products. So that's all. Thank you.
So, hello everyone. Today, I will be discussing the factor that affects the rate of a reaction. So, these are the things that can make a chemical reaction happen faster or slower. So, let's go through them one by one. So, the first is temperature. So, the first factor is temperature. So, when the temperature is higher, particles move faster. So, they collide more often and with more energy. So, temperature. So, kapag mas mainit, mas mabilis ang reaction. Like, for example, ang apoy ay mas mabilis siyang kumalat at mas malakas kapag mainit. So, next is amount of substance or concentration. So, the next is amount of substance or concentration. So, sa diri naman niya is the more fuel or oxygen that is present, the faster the reaction will be. So, for example, a fire with plenty of oxygen will burn much more strongly than a fire with very little oxygen. So, the amount of substance or concentration. So, ito naman yung kapag mas maraming fuel o oxygen, mas mabilis ang reaction. So, kaya nga mas malakas ang apoy kapag maraming hangin na pumapasok. So, next is size of pieces or surface area. So, this the third factor is size of pieces. So, the smaller pieces react faster than the larger ones because they have more surface area exposed. So, size of pieces or surface area. So, mas mabilis mag-react yung mga maliliit na piraso kaysa sa mga malalaki. So, like for example, ang papel. Mas mabilis siyang masunog kaysa sa kahoy. So, next is catalyst. So, the fourth is catalyst. So, this is like a helper that makes the reaction faster without being used up. So, parang shortcut siya. So, next is pressure for gases. So, especially for gases. So, the more pressure means the particles are closer together. So the reaction happen faster. And the last is the type of material. So, and lastly, the type of material. So, something just react faster. For example, gasoline burns way faster than wood. So yun. So the 6 factors are the temperature, amount of substance, size of pieces, catalyst, pressure, and lastly, the type of material. So all of the things decide kung mas mabilis o mabagal ang reaction. So thank you for listening.
Stages of fire development. Fire development refers to the process by which a fire grows and changes over time, from ignition to full involvement of available fuel, influenced by factors such as fuel type, oxygen supply, and environmental conditions. I will discuss to you the 4 stages of fire development. The first one is the ignition stage. The fire starts when heat, fuel, and oxygen come together. It also called the fire triangle. Flames are small and heat release is minimal. Example, a spark lighting a piece of paper. So sa ignition stage, drop lang, will be a beginning stage where heat, oxygen, and a fuel source come together. The fire is small and localized. It can usually be controlled or extinguished by a fire extinguisher if caught early. The next one is the growth stage. The fire begins to spread to nearby combustible materials. Heat, smoke, and flames increase. Example, fire spreading from one piece of furniture to another in a room. So, dari naman sa growth stage, the fire begins to spread and intensify. Heat builds up and nearby material starts to ignite. Oxygen feeds the fire and flames grow larger. This stage can quickly become dangerous if not controlled. The third one is the fully developed stage. The fire has reached its maximum intensity. Most available fuel is burning. Heat and smoke are at their peak. Example, a whole room engulfed in flames. So sa fully developed stage, the fire has reached its maximum size and intensity. All available fuel is burning. Temperatures are at their highest, often leading to structural damage or collapse. This is the most dangerous stage for both people and property. And the last one is the decay stage. Fuel starts to run out or oxygen is limited, so the fire weakens. Heat, flames, and smoke decrease gradually. Example, a fire slowly dying down after consuming all flammable material. Dari naman sa decay stage, it also called a burnout, which is the fire starts to decrease in intensity because fuel or oxygen is running out. Flames die down, but smoldering and smoke may remain. This stage still possesses risks such as toxic gases, structural collapse, or reignition.
So hi, my discussion is all about factors affecting fire development. So first, we have a fuel, type, and quantity. So different materials burn differently. So may ako ng mga materials gate nga dali gakasunog. So just like for example, paper and wood, it can be ignited easily. So let's see. Paper lang ba na eh? So, as you can see, daligin mga sunog ang paper. Then, ang mga materials naman, or some other things nga hindi siya masunog is those things nga mga concrete, and then, like stone. So, more fuel means bigger fire. That's it. And then next, we have a oxygen availability. So, fire needs also the oxygen to burn. Just like us, we also need the oxygen para makaginhawa. So, ang fireman needs naman oxygen para mabuo man siya. So, limited oxygen slows fire growth, and then abundant oxygen speed it up. So, kung gamay lang kuno nga oxygen ang makasulod, so mas madugayan nga makakalayo. And then if dasig, kung gusto mo magdasig, so dapat damo man oxygen so that it became fast para dali masunog. And then next we have a heat. So heat helps reach its ignition temperature. So heat helps fuel reach its ignition temperature. High temperature makes the fire grow faster. So kung mainit, mas makabulig ang init para magdako or mas mapadasig ang kalayo through the heat. Is we have a ventilation. Open doors, windows, or other openings provide more oxygen. So, ang mga open ko nga bintana, mga pertahan, provide na sila sa madamo nga oxygen. So, it increasing the fire growth. So, mas mapadako ko ang fire, it is because sa mga dasulod nga oxygen sa aton nga mga bintana, sa aton nga mga pertahan. So, mas mapadako kung mas mapadasig ang pagsunog kung may open or may oxygen nga gasulod through door or open windows ta. Then, poor ventilation can trap heat and smoke affecting the behavior of the fire. So, ang poor kuno or pigado nga ventilasyon makatrap sang init kag sang aso kag amo ni siya ang effect or it is affecting the fire behavior. Then next we have a fuel arrangement. So in fuel arrangement, so it is how materials are positioned affecting fire spread. So fuel arrangement kuno ga-refer ini siya kung paano tayo uson ang panggatong ta kay amo man na siya ang magsilbi nga mas mapadasig or mas mahapos ang pagkalayo through our arrangement kung paano tayo ayuson ang panggatong ta. So, loose-scattered fuel ignites faster than tightly packed fuel. So, ang hindi kuno dikit-dikit nga panggatong, mas dasig ang pag-ignite or ang pagkalayo kung hindi siya dikit-dikit. While sa mga tightly packed fuel or sa dikit-dikit nga mga panggatong, gamay ang posibilidad nga mag-ignite or magsunog kung dikit-dikit. So, next we have the environmental condition. Wind, humidity, and temperature influence fire development. So, wind can spread fire quickly, high humidity can slow it down. So, nakadepende man sa aton environmental kung paano mas mapadasig ang pagkalayo. So, kung damo hangin sa aton nga palibot, mas dako ang posibilidad nga mas mapadasig ang pag-spread sa kalayo. While kung may humidity or like for example sa aton nga palibot, sa may mga dahon abi, may bag-ulang-ulan, may mga tubig-tubig pang abilin, so mas dako ang posibilidad nga hindi siya madali masunog or hindi dali mahakop or ma-spread sang sunog kung may nakapalibot nga tubig or may mga tubig sa mga dahon or sa kundin man maskin sa balayta kung may tubig nga nakapalibot, so gamay gid ang posibilidad nga mag-spread ang kalayo or mapabagal ini ang pag-ignite or ang pag-spread sang kalayo kung may humidity sa aton environment. So that's it, that's the end of my report.
I will discuss the observation for each stage. First stage is the ignition stage. When we say ignition stage, the fire is just starting, a spark small flame or heat source ignites nearby fuel. At this stage, the fire is weak and can still be put out easily. Example, a lit match drop on a piece of paper, a small flame appears but die if the paper is removed or blown out. And the second one is the growth stage. When we say growth stage, this is the fire becomes stronger as it finds more fuel and oxygen. Flames spread to nearby materials, heat increase, and smoke starts to form. Example, the burning paper ignites as a nearby curtain, causing bigger flames and spreading heat and smoke in the room. The third stage is the fully developed stage. When we say fully developed stage, this is the most dangerous stage because the fire has spread to all available fuel, producing extreme heat, thick smoke, and intense flames. It consumes oxygen rapidly and can cause flashover. Example, a house fire where all rooms are burning, windows are glowing with flames, and the structure is close to collapse. The last stage is the decay stage. When we say decay stage, the fire begins to weaken as fuel is used up or oxygen becomes limited. Flames get smaller or die out. Heat lessens, but smoldering embers may remain. Example, after firefighters extinguish a warehouse fire, only glowing embers and light smoke remain, but rekindling is still possible if not fully cooled.
Important of understanding the fire development. First of all, have fire prevention. What is fire prevention? Knowing how fire start and growth helps in designing safer building and workplace. Fire prevention is also focusing on identifying potential fire hazard and taking steps to reduce the risk of ignitions. Understanding how fires start and spread is essential. for creating safer building and workplace and communities. The purpose of fire prevention is to prevent fire before they occur by eliminating or controlling hazard. The key functions of fire prevention is enforcing fire safety code and regulations, conducting inspection and risk assessment, education the public of fire safe behavior, designing building with fire resistant materials and proper assist. Next is early detections. What is early detection? Recognizing the ignition of growth stage allow for quick action before the fire becomes fully developed. Example of early detection is smoke detectors to alert people during early stage. Early detections is involved recognizing and ignitions of early growth stage of fire, the allowing to imitate action before the fire becomes dangerous or uncontrollable. The purpose of early detection is to reduce response time, enabling faster evacuation and suppressions. The key tools of early detections have a smoke detector, heat sensors, fire alarm system, video or thermal detections in large facilities. Examples of fire detections is to activate during the early stage of a kitchen fire, giving occupants time to escape and alerting emergency service quickly. Next is effective firefighting. What is firefighting? Understanding fire behaviors help firefighting choose the right method to control or extinguish the fire. Example is ventilation control or using water foam depending on the first storage. Firefighting effective is a required understanding fire behavior, including how it spread, react, and materials and respond to the different suppression techniques. The knowledge enabling of firefighting to choose the safest and the most effective strategy. The purpose of effective of firefighting is to control and extinguish fire efficiently while minimizing risk. The key factors of firefighting is fire growth stage, anticipate growth fully and develop, and also decay. Second is the type of fire, like electrical, chemical, and structural. There are fuel source, ventilations, and heat transfer. Example of firefighting is using ventilation control to limit oxygen supply, or choosing foam instead of water for flammable liquid fires. Next is minimizing damage and rest. What is minimizing damage and rest? Knowing fire stage helps the evacuation planning and protect lives properly. Example is early evacuation during growth stage reduce causality. Minimizing damage and rest is to understand the stage of fire development, help the firefighting and emergency planner to take timely action to protect lives, property, and environment. The purpose of minimizing damage and rest is to reduce casualty, prevent structural collapse, and minimizing property loss. The key functions of minimizing damage and rest is to implement early evacuation during the growth stage, establish a fire zones to contain spread, and also to prioritize rescue and assist protection based on fire behavior. Example of minimizing damage and rest is to initiate an early evacuation when a fires begin to spread rapidly, help to prevent injuries and facilities. Next is fire investigation. What is fire investigation? Studying the fire's development helps to determine the cost, and origin after an incident. Fire investigations involve analyzing how a fire started and spread to determine the origin, cost, and contributing factors. Understanding the fire development is crucial for accurate analysis. The purpose of fire investigation is to find Find out whether a fire was accident, natural, negligence, or intentional, or arson. The key actions of fire investigation: examining burn pattern and fire progress to identify the potential point of origin, collecting physical evidence, and interviewing witnesses, and also the collaborating with the law enforcement and the forensic expert. The examples of fire investigation is they are investigating determine a house fire was intentionally set or using accelerant, conforming it an arson. That's all my report. Thank you.